Blog Talk Radio.
To know the ledge, this is not the time for blowing bread. So it's said, you are now rocking with the best. You know it's red, you know it's blue. We wishing you the best, you know it's true. Out of murky waters, the lotus grew. Out of murky waters, the lotus flew. 50 cent soda blue. Look at what we doing with the knowledge. We developing a cyber college, building a machine with these cyber dollars. We brought you the hottest breed of scholars. To water your mind with alkaline seeds of knowledge, to resurrect the lost city in the sea of knowledge. I'm from the Brooklyn Zoo with a sign spread, don't feed the scholars, know the ledge. Every Tuesday and Friday, at least 2 hours, broadcasting from ground zero. Superheroes, the new Twin Towers, red and the blue, the new Jack Bowers. 24 hours of black and more power. Hotep, Islam, peace, God, shalom. Welcome home. No one man should have all of that power. Return to the superhead rules in this age of water bearing. We in the matrix, auto staring. Hydroplaning down the information highway. Hanging out the window, shooting at the angels sideways. 9 p.m. Tuesdays and Fridays. It's Tuesday. If you coming at it sideways, you can say I did it my way. The good Dr. Sinatra, I'm Bojangle, the fallen angel, the church of Satan. When we gonna see the church debating, the earth's awaiting. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the earth is shaking. We birth the nation, we percolating. We easy to swallow. The information is hard as hell. The pills is in circulation. The personations, hard to tell. The Smurfs is hating. Somebody go run, tell Gargamel.
Gargamel! Oh, please don't be frightened. I'm terribly sorry about this.
I bring my life to the table. I bring my wife to the table. I bring health, wealth, knowledge, and self to the table. I bring Know the Ledge TV to the table. Conscious table. I bring Know the Ledge radio to the table. Conscious radio. Conscious Wikipedia. I bring DVDs, books, Know the Ledge media to the table. Killing fables to the families of the royals. I bring Kings County to the table. Restore the royalty. The melanated Clark Gable. Soldier culture to the tables, the superhead rules to the tables. I bring 7 heaven seed balls to the table, soul gold water to the table. Red and blue, the Big Daddy Kane, ready, willing, and able to walk it through. All right. Welcome back to Know the Ledge Radio. You are now rocking with the best. Yes, indeed. We are back in the building. Okay, call it from the 786-220. Peace, fam.
Peace.
Fam.
It's good. Yeah. All right, that's more like it. Peace to the family. All right. Okay.
Hey.
All right, it's right on time, too. It's at that 9:30.
Yeah, they trying to apologize and all of that on the other line. Whatever.
It's all good. Let's get that free month in.
Free month. Exactly. So, family, we had to restart. Hopefully, everyone that was on the computer, they couldn't hear us because they were hearing classical music, go figure. We were speaking very briefly about L.A. this weekend and the phenomenal success that took place here in Los Angeles at the Tabernacle at 5453 Satsuma with Brother Polite and Brother Nidiyama. Okay, it was a major success. Brother batted 12 for 12. Everything that he says that he does was actually done. Okay, he utilized that sacred science that he's in possession of to show that you can bring a woman to multiple orgasms without touching them, all right, which makes a lot of us
have to reset our clocks. Everything that we thought we knew, you don't know. All right? So the possibilities are out there. What else don't you know about yourself? Okay? Tonight's guest is going to walk us through that. So I don't want to waste no more time with the family. All right? They're in the building. They're filling in. For those that are online and listening to us, our faithful online family, you know what it is. Put it on your Twitter. Put it on your Facebook. Post a picture on your Instagram. It's about to go down. Okay? With no further ado, we present to you Paula from the 202-291. Caller from the 202. Peace.
God bless.
Greetings. God bless.
Greetings
Gregory.
to you, my brother. Yes, sir. Peace and love.
Yes.
Thank you for this type of radio system, because I'm 81 years old. When I was born, we had nothing but CBS, ABC, and NBC, Stone Gangsters. And you had to listen to it their way, and you couldn't get it no other way.
Right?
And if you heard it any other kind of way, wouldn't nobody believe it. And so there's like 44,000 stations like you on.
Wow.
And that's why NBC and ABC, all of them going broke and bankrupt, and they're trying to figure out other things to do.
Yeah, gangsters, yeah.
And of course now you hear them coming out with some way out stuff that they normally wouldn't come out with before, because they're competing. And remember, when I was a little boy growing up, all I heard was what they wanted me to hear. You got young children growing up now that hear radios like this, hear a different voice out there. So they don't even listen to them. And when you don't listen to them, you can figure out stuff on your own.
That's
instead
right.
of being programmed to figure out stuff. And so when you sit and listen to the old folks that's calling in. Out of every 1,000, it might be one youngster to call in that bad-mouth young folks wearing their pants sagging. Who cares? And since when did you get to be the overseer? I mean, you take care of your family. You ain't worried about the hungry black folks out here. You're not worried about black folks that can't read and write. So why do you let that one embarrass you, huh? See, when I grew up, black folks that had gold in their mouth was embarrassing a certain type of... Anything you see out here is here for a reason, whether you like it or not.
But not.
Sagging. Listen, I'm listening to folk calling in about sagging pants, and my question is, sagging pants is not illegal. You never bumped into somebody with sagging pants and died. How many of you all that hate the sagging pants but have driven drunk? Huh? Ain't just happened you didn't kill nobody, but you could. You don't see nothing wrong with that? Hitler never wore sagging pants. The mob was immaculate. The people that killed Jesus Christ didn't wear sagging pants. What y'all talking about? What is this that bothers you? Because that's your hang-ups. That's your hang-up. You older folks know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't. 15 years ago, 21 of the fads at white football games on Saturday, 150,000 people in the stand, was doing halftime. White folks would get naked and run across, men, not women, men, run all the way across the field, and they called that streaking, and everybody thought it was so cute. But wait a minute. Those of you out here that's upset over sagging pants, I haven't heard one of you complain in the last 50 years about the women in the summertime walk down with them little bikinis on, and you can see all that don't bother you. That's the sex thing, huh? Boys walk down with their pants sagging, got the underwear, and then y'all try to find excuses. Oh, that's what the guys do in jail. You know how many youngsters out there ain't never seen an inmate in jail, and that stuff on TV, they don't show no inmates. All them jail stories they got. You ain't never seen one with sagging pants, huh? Well, this is a game. And since when? I mean, I was a little boy, I hear black folks say, be a big crime committed. Oh, crime, 14 people killed. And first thing I hear old black people, I hope it wasn't a Negro. They didn't say, I hope it didn't happen. They didn't say, who you wanted to be, a Jew, Italian, or Irish? And then thinking about Irish, you think the priest who's been ripping off little boys' behinds for over 1,000 years, you think they wear sagging pants, huh? You think they own crack? The 98% of forcible violent rape is alcohol-related, not crack. Not crack. 99% of the little tots, the little girls that get ripped off, 3 months old, 4 months old, 5 months old. You think that's crack? It's alcohol-related, huh? Okay? And I don't know how many of y'all followed the biggest news story in America and around the world was those hundreds of pimps and hustlers and thugs that got arrested yesterday in America on a government sweep of pimps, hustlers that had trafficked in little children in America, not in India. They didn't have sagging pants on. So what is this about? What kind of sickness do you have that if somebody do something that society say they don't like, it seems as a reflection on you? But football don't bother you, 60% of all college football games in America is fixed every Saturday, That don't bother you. That don't bother you at all. And you can just write that off. Oh, Dick Gregory, that's not true. Okay. Okay. This is what this is about. You worrying about sagging pants. Those of us out here to do the research know Ben Laden was killed December 01. Ben Laden killed December 1. Now, that's hard for you to believe because NBC, CBS, ABC. You think I know something NBC don't know? You think that's so? The reason I can tell you, and a lot of researchers are scared to tell you, I'm talking about NBC and them, well, they want to be validated by you. My truths have never had to be validated by somebody else's ignorance, This is a game. Ben Laden was killed December 01 by Sheikh, first name, I think his second name in a minute, Sheikh Ahmad. Killed him, the same one that beheaded Richard Pearl from the Wall Street Journal. The same one that assassinated Miss Mobutu when she went to Pakistan to run, So then the other year, when everybody's sitting in the White House, somebody asked me in Europe last week, and I said, well, you think, how do the president, he's not even in the loop, he don't know what's going on. You serious? The most powerful human being in the world, if he went to New York or Chicago or Cleveland or L.A. by himself, he wouldn't be able to get a cab. And you think you're the most powerful person in the world? You can't get a cab? A redneck, third-grade dropout white boy can't read or write, just broke out of jail, can go in and get a cab, but you can't. No, he's not in the loop. They put it out there and tell him, Mr. President, let me tell you what happened. And so when you sit and you look at what we going through and what we buy into, I remember when the president came out for same-sex marriage. I mean, come on, y'all. You black folks, y'all crazy? Yep. A lot of preachers came out and said, we calling black folks to vote again. You got more votes this time than you got last time. But wait a minute. Actually, I'm 81 years old. First time I was going to the movie, I was about 2 months. To church was about 2 months old. Mother and father and them carried us. And then one day, next thing I know, I was big enough to go with them, but I was walking. Next thing, I was big enough to go to church by myself. I've always heard them black folks talking about who was gay in the church. Come on, y'all. They're all the ones now when you find out white folks